The Mind of Jake Paul, a video documentary slash movie by Shane Dawson. All right, so he's about to go, interview Jake Paul, see what's going on in his life, why does he do certain things, what's going on, what's next in the future and stuff like that. I'm guessing that's what's gonna happen. So I'm sure you guys are familiar with those two guys, so that's why you're here. So if you're not, make sure you check the links in the description down below. So guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. I want to thank you so much for stopping by. The name is Perp the Mayor. If you're new here, don't forget to look around. If you like what you see, please subscribe down below. Help us reach 10,000 subscribers. So let's check out The Mind of Jake Paul, a movie slash documentary by Shane Dawson. Let's go. I got my water.
Okay. Before we jump into The Mind of Jake Paul, which is going to be a roller coaster and a plane crash, and pretty much every other disaster you could think of, so good luck. But before we get into it, I'm really excited to say that today we got a sponsor. Guys, now buckle in for The Mind of Jake Paul.
Ooh, good luck, man.
YouTube? Is that you? Oh my god! It's been so long. But we got good news, guys. We're coming back.
We love you. Make the heart. Yeah, make a heart. We love you.
It's because we love you.
It seems like a scary movie.
I think we're good.
Part
Should I go shut it off?
Yeah, you should.
The Mind of Jake.
My mom, my dad, everyone around me was like, Jake, you shouldn't be doing this. Like, you're gonna kill yourself.
Something I never ever thought I would see on my phone is
A text from Jake Paul?
3 messages from Jake Paul. Never thought I'd see that on my phone. This was not the plan at all. Today we were gonna film something completely different. And then I started having a text conversation with Jake Paul. Basically earlier I was talking to him. Oh my god, he just sent a voice memo. I'm nervous. I've never talked to him. I mean, I've texted him and like tweeted him, but I've never heard his real voice. Cause I feel like it's not gonna be like, I feel like he's gonna be like, hey. Whew, I'm nervous. Okay, all right. Should we listen to this before we get into everything?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go.
For sure, dude. I'm excited. I'm excited we're doing this, and I know I'm putting a lot of like trust into you, and I think if like someone can, do this and have it be fair, it's you. And I want to be
young
like,
Jake
as
Paul
truthful as possible, obviously, and like just be super real and kind of just like clear things off my chest that I haven't said before. And I know like a lot of people were saying like, yo, like Shane, why are you doing this? Like, don't give him a platform and so on and so forth. And so like, I know you're gonna get criticism for this, and I'm like, nailed it. I mean, I don't even think I have to warn you, but people hate me, like literally they hate me, and I don't, if like this is gonna hurt you, then like I don't want to do it. I don't want to have to be like, I told you so. Like I told you, people would be pissed. But yeah, it's like if there's anything we can do to avoid you getting hurt, we should do it. And we should just be as honest as possible about everything. And yeah, man, I trust you. I trust you.
All right, man. The pressure's on, Shane.
That was crazy, right?
Yeah, that was weird.
do this. Let's do this.
So, he literally warned me not to do it, right? He was like
literally.
this, Okay, well now that we heard that, I guess I should break down what happened and what's going on. So, about maybe 2 months ago, I tweeted.
The ups and downs of Jake Paul's life and persona is something I would love to see from the inside.
That would be really interesting. I want to know, like, what's his life like? What is Team 10? Is his house even real? Is it a set?
We should get this address tattooed on us.
Is his relationship real? Like, is the drama all fake? What is that? Because I literally don't know anything, right? Like, I'm 30. Cut to this, sorry. This was my piñata for my 30th birthday. So clearly I'm, you know, too mature to be watching Jake fucking Paul. No, I literally don't know anything at all.
And Jake also seems clearly eager to do this with Shane because he simply responded with saying, I'm down.
So when I tweeted that I would be interested in doing it, the backlash I got was crazy.
Shane Dawson has just announced his new documentary series, and it'll circle around none other than Jake Paul. And guess what? People are not happy about it.
No, 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 no. I am not
Really?
watching Jake Paul.
Crazier than anything I've ever gotten. Crazier than when I was going to work with Jeffree Star or Tana Mojo or any other controversial person on the internet. This was like, Shane, if you do this, we will unsubscribe. We don't want to be a part of this.
I literally
Yikes.
will stop watching Shane Dawson if he's gonna try to sit here and make me feel bad for Jake Paul.
He's a bad person. He's done bad things. He is a
Damn.
sociopath. He's a liar. So obviously, I was a little scared and a little regretful that I tweeted it because I didn't know the extent of it. I thought he was just cringy. You know, like with this.
Yeah,
fucking,
okay, that was a
you know,
cringy song.
Yeah, like that's all I know.
It might be Logan.
That's funny. You know what? Let's keep watching. Let's keep watching, man. I can't wait to see everything he has to get from Jake Paul.
I didn't know they were different people. So I basically reached out to him and I was like, hey, if we do a series together, I want to really be honest about it and investigate you and the situation. Before I even meet him, I want to go down the rabbit hole. I want to talk to people who know him.
You know, think he's a horrible piece of shit.
Who have had falling outs with him. Are you okay, Doc?
Yeah. He's just... I don't
Wait,
know
what
how to
happened?
explain that, man.
Wait. What? You know what? I've been watching Jake Paul in so long that he was on his everyday bro. What happened? Comment down below.
I want to talk to a psychologist and see like if he is a sociopath, because that word was like all over my timeline. And ironically enough, I was going to do a series about sociopaths before this even happened. So I kind of feel like the universe was like, here you go. So I want you guys to know I'm aware. I'm aware that this might be a bad idea. I'm like shaking. Sorry.
Whoa.
I'm really nervous because I've never done, I'm sorry, I'm really nervous. I've never done anything like this. I guess TanaCon was kind of like this, but I've never like I am a fixer. You know what I mean? I'm like way too nice, way too forgiving, way too loyal, and I don't want to do that this time. I want this time to like actually sit down in a room with him and be like, this is why people don't like you. This is what you did that was bad. I want you to tell me why you did it, be honest about it, and change your life and fucking stop. Like, that's what I want to do, right? If anybody, I feel like the reason he's saying yes to this might just be because he knows it's gonna get views, right? So could he be doing this series with me just to get views? Could he be doing this series with me because he actually wants to change and wants to be honest and talk about everything he's done?
Guys, I apologize.
Or is he a sociopath? And I'm literally like walking into the lion's den.
Let's get a closer look.
I don't know.
I have merch. Fansway.co/Jake Paul.
What would even happen? What does that even mean if he was one? What would that even be for you? What would that mean for you?
From what I've read, about sociopaths. It's somebody who doesn't have a sense of morality. They don't know what good or bad is. They don't know when to stop. They enjoy manipulating people, and fucking with people, and hurting people. They think they're better than everybody, and everybody is just a pawn in their chess game. It's really dark.
I don't know much about that, but that sounds pretty...
Yo, this looks like a scary movie from the beginning of it. It looks like it's going to be a scary movie, so let's keep watching.
Like, heavy.
It's insane. Like, it's very, very scary.
There are what most people call sociopaths. They get into therapy and they learn from the therapist, and then they take that and use it to victimize the next wave of people they come into.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I want you guys to be on this journey with me. I hope that you aren't mad at me for doing this. Listen, I get it, okay? I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be giving Jake Paul a platform. I shouldn't be like doing a series with a possible sociopath. But I also want to do shit on my channel that I find interesting. And the fall of Jake Paul and the darkness of his world is something that I am fascinated by. And that's why I want to do this. Right?
It's like you trying to justify this, like...
Listen, not every video can be me sitting down in a bed with somebody crying about their childhood. I wish, that's my favorite thing to do. This, I don't think is going to be that.
No, it's not going to be that.
This is going to get uncomfortable. All right. Let's investigate Jake Paul!
That's a foul.
Oh my god, what are we doing? Okay.
They don't get better, you're just training them to get better at what they do bad.
Interesting, Dr. Phil.
Okay, so the plan was for me to research Jake a lot and then go into, you know, a therapist or a psychologist's office and really talk to them about like what a sociopath is. The therapist I want to talk to is somebody I've met before.
Today we're going to talk about sleep paralysis, borderline personality disorder.
She doesn't even know that this is what the video is. She thought it was just gonna be a video about sociopaths. She doesn't know that Jake Paul is involved. When I asked her like, hey, can we do a video about YouTubers being sociopaths? She literally said to me, there's a few. Like, she was like, there's a few.
Point them out.
Like, what if he's one of them? Oh my god.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Why am I
This
so
was
scared?
a horrible lapse of judgment. How crazy can you go with these videos?
What are you doing?
Oh, I was working out.
Can't relate. I've been wanting to do some type of video about the idea that YouTubers have to have some kind of personality disorder or something, right, to do what we do, putting ourselves on camera all the time.
Oh, I should ask for hot sauce.
Oh, shoot.
You're gonna start showing in a couple months.
I got my favorite sauce, honey mustard. Yum.
Being so open on camera all the time.
That's what sucks the most about it.
Having conventions with our name in it. Like, there has to be something. And I want to know, like, the psychology of a YouTuber. Even for me, like, why do I want to get so deep with people and talk to people and, like, try to help them and fix them? Why do I want to cry with them? Why? Like, what is that? I'm sure that that's a disorder. What do you think? I mean, you're new into the YouTube world. Like, do you think to be a YouTuber, you have to have, like, something off?
I think like 90% of people are at least a narcissist.
You get up my stuff and blow me in my stuff.
I mean, you have to make videos about yourself weekly, and I think that's the majority of YouTubers.
Stop asking for freaking attention at myself. God, why was I so annoying last night?
Wait, are we going to Team 10 House?
Oh my god. Yes, we're gonna go to the Team 10 house. Should I not even tell her that it's Jake Paul? It's almost like I want her to lay down exactly what it is, then at the end of it, ask her.
Right. Because she may already know. Who knows?
When the moment is right, the sociopath will strike.
That's like scary shit.
Okay, I'm dead. Alright.
What?
Get back?
Yeah.
And my dog's a sociopath. Alright, let's go. Hi! Oh my god. I love your videos.
Thank you, honestly.
Okay, so this is perfect because your channel is about talking about drama, controversies, news, kind of just like going through situations and events very like thoroughly.
The video is just complete and utter trash, and Jake just continues to keep on getting lower and lower and lower.
Yep.
So I asked you to help me with this Jake Paul thing because I don't know anything.
And there's so much to keep up with as well.
Okay, Team 10. So I know the name because it's funny and it's like a meme.
This is Team 10, bitch! Who the hell are flipping you?
But like, what is it? Is it his friends? Is it not?
In 2016, he bought a house for $17,000 a month, or rented it. And that was where he started Team 10. And I'm not sure if they were friends. Is it all fake? Is it real? Are people paying to be there? It's so strange.
Paying to be there? Like, paying for a spot in Team 10.
A lot of people have said people are just there to basically get popularity. People are there to make money. People are there to go into other things, modeling, acting.
Tessa Brooks here.
I got Jake Paul here.
She is a dancer. Are you a professional dancer?
Yeah.
It's something which is really not discussed that much, and it would make sense. It really would.
You don't just get to do videos with Amanda Cerny, King Badge, flex with Drake on Instagram, just randomly.
Team 10, you can't be a freshman anymore. You got it great.
You heard it here first. I shouldn't be a freshman anymore. You gotta pay for that.
Well, I remember hearing, and I might be wrong, but I remember hearing that Jake's ex-girlfriend, Alyssa, Jake was like, I'm gonna help you be a model. Let's be in a relationship. Your modeling career will do better because you're in Team 10. And then his new girlfriend, I think, is a model. So it's like, was she just like an out-of-work model?
I wanted to be a model. I wanted to be an actress. I wanted to be in that like realm of everyone in Hollywood.
And now there's this new girl. What's her name? That girl? Sunny Malouf. She's like in Team 10 now. She's a singer. She has a music video. But like that, I'm like, what?
Isn't it weird how none of them were originally YouTubers? They're all from different sectors. So they're either actors or they're models. And you get this in Hollywood a lot. You get fake relationships. People who are together to have a brand.
Let me tell you about views. People love couples. Erica made a YouTube channel in one day, gets 200,000 subscribers.
Jake, thank you so much. Like, I couldn't do this without you.
It would make Alyssa Violet, for example, with Jake Paul. If all the things were as bad as Alyssa said about Team 10 when she got fired for supposedly cheating, then why did she not break up with him before? Why did she not leave if it was so ongoing? Same with the Martinez twins. If Jake Paul was apparently bullying them, why did they not leave before? They have a platform, they have popularity. Maybe it wouldn't have been as big as Team 10. And that goes into the conspiracy of maybe they're paying to be there.
Wow, having somebody pay to be your fake friend. That's like next level.
Hollywood!
Like a sociopath situation. Ooh. Okay.
I think he should talk to some of those ex-Team 10 members to see if that's true. What do I know?
Okay.
And that's where the first controversy sort of began, because he kicked out his girlfriend and accused her of cheating.
He told everyone that I cheated, so he didn't look like a dick that he kicked me out. I don't know.
And obviously, she ended up dating FaZe Banks. He seemed to never leave Alyssa Violet alone after accusing her of cheating and kicking him out.
And you know I kick them out if they ain't with the crew. Yeah, I'm talking about you.
Alyssa Violet originally exposed Jake Paul of taking 20% of everyone's earnings, which was massive.
I would do anything for him. That's why I signed a contract for 20% of my life for 5 years.
Everyone didn't know that. There was also rules about strictness and bullying going on inside the Team 10 house.
If you're not up by 10 a.m. filming, then like you get fined $50. No alcohol at the house. Every single guest that you had over had to be approved by Jake.
At the time, everyone thought that it was all a nice, happy family, and that's how it kind of seemed in the vlogs. But Alyssa Violet came out and said, no, this is not what's going on. If anything, people don't like Jake.
That's crazy.
At the end of the day, you can't just say I'm sorry and take everything back. I'm hurt still. Ow, ow! And you've hurt a lot of people.
Her getting kicked out. I do remember like a video or something of her in a house and she was upset and she said Jake kicked me out and all her stuff was in like trash bags or something.
Jake's kicking me out. He didn't want to wait for me to get my apartment, which I'm getting in a couple days, so he threw all my stuff downstairs and put a lock on the door.
I thought that was fake. I didn't really look into it. Was that real?
It was real. He's clearly got a harsh side to him. But it leads on to, he never got over it, and he eventually accused FaZe Banks of assaulting his assistant, and they released a video of where the assistant had picked up a bruise mark on the neck.
Meg was assaulted by a man.
He like put his arm out and like went like this, and I looked up at him and I realized immediately that it was Banks. I didn't really know whether or not it was him at first because he has a girlfriend and he was making out with this other girl.
This like video isn't meant to like retaliate or target anyone.
Then it ended up all to be fake.
For this to have happened and nobody other than people in Team 10 said it happened, that should just tell you.
I think I've heard Jake say like, oh, I didn't know it was fake. But a lot of people think, oh no, he orchestrated this.
And how random and just crazy of a coincidence it would have to be for not only me and Team 10 to be at the same club, with me making out with girls when Alyssa is Jake Paul's ex-girlfriend, and that plays perfectly into your guys' story and the way you guys want everybody to see this shit go down. And I brutally assaulted your assistant. I didn't even fucking know this person was a part of Team 10. If you believe this the way they're telling it, you're brainwashed and I want nothing to do with you.
And Jake even came out and said, I think about a month later, he handled the whole situation badly.
We should be handling these situations in person and not talking over social media.
And this is where his fans began to fall out of love with him. He started losing thousands of subscribers, and at that point, that had never happened on his channel.
But I do also remember like Jake Paul was on a podcast and he was about to hit 10 million subscribers. And I think that's right when people found out the controversy was fake.
How do you have that level of certainty where you're like, I'm gonna put this in a video and fucking expose this guy?
So like,
and then he started losing them. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Because you're going back under now.
Oh no.
You're going back under. They'll take it back.
And like the numbers started going down while he's live on the podcast. And he's like, wait, why are they going down?
All right, I'm gonna remove this.
No, don't go back.
It was crazy.
First YouTuber ever hit 10 million twice.
So you think that's the moment that made him from cringy to like hated?
Yeah, Jake Paul, that guy is like so drama prone, man.
Jake Paul stole Post Malone's address. He recorded the outside of his house.
YouTube is in a crazy place right now.
I was never bothered by anything that Jake Paul is doing.
Oh, so that's why Post Malone was on iDubbbz's video at the end. Huh. See?
When you cross the line of like, you're doing something wrong.
That's actively hurting other people. It's not good.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
That is a big deal. I mean, faking an assault is probably illegal.
Well, I'm sure FaZe was going to sue him, FaZe Banks.
Meantime, FaZe Banks says that the videos make him out to sound like a monster.
It's Fox News. I'm pursuing this legally, both on the side of Jake Paul, Erica Costello, Meg, I can tell you that.
I'm not too sure what happened. I think it got dropped after Jake apologized.
So that started the downfall.
Yeah, there was events of where Jake Paul jumped on a media van of a news company.
I wouldn't crawl up there.
Why?
Okay. I just wouldn't do that.
I want to do the interview here.
Yeah, you can't do the interview up there.
That was a massive controversy, and that was what kind of made the mainstream media start covering Jake Paul.
His neighbors, though, say that he's been filming dangerous stunts and he's putting people in danger.
A lot of the neighbors are complaining. They're very upset.
Oh my God! He's going back! No, why?
There was things coming out here and there, people coming out from his high school saying Jake Paul bullied me in high school.
Quote, dumping people's book bags in the trash. Jake, quote, for real rode his bike over my friend's car when he got mad.
Also, eventually after that, it came out that Jake wasn't bullying members of Team 10.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. Did any of them come out and talk about it?
Yeah.
The Martinez twins said they left Team 10 because they're being bullied and harassed every day.
Good morning, Martinez.
He did assault me a few times.
Oh, he's so...
He would spit in my face.
On camera?
Happened multiple times.
Huh, Emilio? Huh?
Jake Paul was racist towards them.
He called them beaners or something.
Damn. Must be this tall for the visa. Let me see. Oh, man.
He shoved me, and see this? I don't know if you guys can see. He dragged me down the stairs. He was laughing the whole time. I was crying.
That's piñata. Piñata, no piñata.
No. Oh, is this Spain? No. No, shut the up.
See, this is kind of something which is really weird, because why would these people come up, quit Team 10 and say he bullied us when he was in there, he took 20% of our revenue? Why, if they were so upset about that, why would they stay in a team for so long? Why would they stay in there for 6 months, a year?
She made a video. It was like her video that she came out and like told the truth. Don't you think in that video she would have mentioned that I was abusive if she really wanted to get everything off of her chest? Now all of a sudden she wants to make that up and bring that up. I'm just trying to be the bigger person. She's out there like roasting me. Hear what they say?
We were talking about how much we hate Alexa. She should have gone from the start. Jake.
Wow, Jake.
What if I was going through that? If I had a friend that was bullying me in a YouTuber group, I'd leave. Why would I not?
Because
I got my own platform.
contract.
Contract?
Yeah.
I said
Okay,
before.
bring it up.
All right, so I'm basically signing his life away, right?
Yep, initials here.
Yeah.
You may be signing his life away.
Wake up!
But he's gonna have millions.
Yikes.
Eventually, a lot more people began to leave 10 over Jake's actions. Recently, Nick Crompton left Team 10.
Everyone in this room is delirious.
Jake Paul's best friend, Chance, quit Team 10. What the hell is going on? Team 10 is like falling apart.
Okay, Jake. So, you.
Everything began just to kind of slip away from Jake. When you look at Everyday Bro, most of the members in that video aren't members of Team 10 anymore.
Interesting. He kind of lost his friend group.
It was like a self-implosion.
He lost friends, but he got that money.
I'm Jake Paul.
That's right.
I feel like the fame may have got to his head a little bit. Maybe he lost his mind slightly. I'm not too sure.
Honestly, neither of you are popping enough for me to put your name in the thumbnail. I'm just gonna be real honest.
But since then, he kind of went out of the radar until the KSI, the Deji Comedy Shorts Game of Fight.
What the fuck are you wearing? Are those Walmarts?
And he's looking for the big punch to end this. No one expected that here.
Do you think the Suicide Forest video, even though it wasn't his, the way that went down and the press and like the fact that everybody was mad at Logan.
Recently, as you know, came under fire for posting an alarming video showing the body of a person who took their own life.
Did we just find a dead person in the suicide forest hanging?
Dude, this has been, to be honest with you, the hardest time of my life. I've never been hated by the whole world.
And like Logan lost a bunch of business.
Google Preferred dropped you from their service.
It was really the worst thing I think that's ever happened on YouTube. Do you think
for sure.
that made Jake be like, oh my god, like it's no controversy's worth, like the press isn't worth it, oh my god, I need to not do anything?
With the Forest thing, it does seem that Logan has gotten away with it in essence, and I feel like they've seen that, and I think they know right now if they've survived that, they can survive anything.
That just gave me the chills. Oh god. So this series isn't about Logan I don't want to make it about him because he's not like here to defend himself and stuff. But I will say there is an overarching thing about Jake Paul possibly being a sociopath or having some kind of personality disorder that makes him think it's okay to do all this.
Savage!
The Suicide Forest thing, to me,
God damn it.
is like next level. Because even when you talk about like Jake, you know, I've seen videos supposedly of him like spitting on people or like hitting or pushing Team 10 members or, you know, doing really crazy things in videos. Which is awful, and I want to talk to him about that. But like, I wonder if even he would say like the Suicide Forest thing's next level and like almost not human to do that.
I do believe that Jake does think that. I don't think he's a totally awful person. I think he's somebody that has reached this level of fame and he doesn't want to lose it. I think the whole thing with being popular for a lot of people on YouTube, for especially a lot of newer creators, you need to remove morals because with the website becoming so saturated, there are certain things, if you don't have popularity from 4 years ago and you're on 1,000 subscribers now and you're running to 1 million subs in a year, you've got to do something crazy.
Please don't, Jake! Shit! Oh my god!
That's happened so many times with them.
Yeah. I mean, it is something that's scary. It's even a bigger picture topic, which is what I want to ask is like, is there a bunch of YouTubers who might be sociopaths or psychopaths or have an issue? Because like, I've even seen in the news, like, there was this guy who wanted to be famous on YouTube, so he had his wife shoot him. I don't know if you saw that. It was crazy.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
I almost feel like maybe talking about this stuff might help the audience realize like, oh, I shouldn't be supporting this.
Oh my god. Oh,
I shouldn't have done it.
Or a water bottle.
I think I'm having an allergic reaction.
You think?
It hurts, bro. Like literally my face is burnt. You heavy.
You're supposed to miss me, bro.
What? You gotta have them reflexes.
Like if somebody posts a video called like, I just blew up my neighbor's car. It's tempting, but maybe don't click on it, because if you click on it, that shows that person make more.
No, you won't.
I didn't think he was gonna do it.
Because I'm surprised that Jake or Logan isn't dead.
I can't rule out like dying.
The Ferrari though?
I am gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Because the shit that they've done, lighting things on fire, doing crazy shit, like.
And basically, if you have acetone, you can light stuff on fire. Yeah, that'll work. Oh god, it's already in flames. Oh my god. Whoa. How did that even happen?
I'm shocked that none of them have had any legal repercussions.
Yo, it's always lit at the Team 10 house, cuz.
So I know they have strongest law as possible, but...
And I'm trying to stay overnight in the White House.
Oh yeah, he did that. That was crazy.
All over the government that were very concerned about what appeared that happened on your video. What we're going to need to do...
To people like me and you, we see that at face value and think, that's crazy, that's absolutely crazy. But to them, it's just another day in their life, and that's... I can't really comprehend that.
Hi, I'm about to do something really stupid.
Good luck.
If I die in front of some little gangsters, dope.
I really can't. I can't imagine waking up every morning and thinking, what am I going to do today that gets me 10 million views? What limit am I going to push?
Except, you know what?
We're not normal.
The pulse.
Yeah.
The pulse. Let's go.
Yeah, that's crazy. Risk takers.
The Secret Service is at our house right now. This is not a joke. What does this mean, though?
It means that you're getting great vlog material.
Well, going into my interview with him, I want to make sure I hit every point because I don't want people to feel like, you know, he manipulated me or we missed something. Yeah. What do you think is like the main thing people are going to want him to respond to or talk about and like not bullshit about? Like, what do you think a successful interview would be?
Is it all fake? Is is his personality not what it is in real life? Because it's something I've wondered.
I'm just living in the real world, and you're living in a fake one.
A lot of people are exaggerated personalities on YouTube, and I want to know how exaggerated it is with Jake. Because for all we know, he could be a completely different person. I've seen it with Rice Gum. Is Jake Paul on YouTube different to Jake Paul in real life?
We're gonna find out in part
really
2, right?
And I think a lot of other people want to know that, because there has been a lot of controversy, but the real controversy to me is he who he says he is?
And that's the sociopath question, because if he is genuinely a sociopath, like a lot of people think, then Jake Paul is a character and it's a mask, and like the real person none of us have seen, which is like one of the scariest things ever.
So I was watching a few of his older videos for the first time earlier, and he seemed so different. And this is why the question of is he a sociopath, I really not sure, because in it he seemed to be caring.
So we're almost at the book signing, and I'm getting kind of nervous. I'm gonna be meeting people. What if no one comes?
A year down what it seems to be.
I will make you out with your ex-girlfriend.
I think if I was to give odds on a happy ending, I'd say like 10%. 10%. If people see this with Jake and they see he isn't who he is, are people gonna want that? Because if I was 10 and I found out my favorite, my hero, the guy I look up to, the person I aspire to be was fake, I'd feel a bit betrayed.
Never ever meet your hero.
Because you see somebody who you love is fake, and nobody likes fakeness.
Oh my god, so it's like, it literally is a lose-lose. If he apologizes and is honest and talks about everything and like, is like, I'm gonna change, then his current audiences will be mad. If he doesn't do that, then the rest of the internet will still hate him.
YouTube's such a weird thing, and I don't get it sometimes. A lot of people aren't open for change.
Is there anybody I should interview first, like from his past? That would be good.
Honestly, I think Nick Crompton. Nick Crompton would be perfect, because he's known Jake from start to finish. He knows he left because he didn't like it the way it was going. So maybe there were things we don't know about. There definitely is things we don't know about, but big things. He knows all about the controversy. There's so much there. He was in Team 10 for the whole time. He was the manager. He was in charge of the business. So he'll know all about contracts. He'll know if they're paying, because it's something which no one's spoken about. No one's asked these people. And I think Nick would be the perfect guy to ask.
And he's literally the only one who I know and whose number I have. Oh my god. Okay. I guess I'll reach out to Nick Crompton. Oh my god. I feel like this is gonna get darker than I'm expecting.
Oh, you think?
And
Oh, hey, Alyssa, what's up? Time to see which brother you know better.
Which brother has the higher IQ?
Are you serious?
This is my advice when someone dies.
It's gonna be okay. Oh, you need a ride home.
So, what is next? What can we look forward to from you?
There's a lot going on.
Wow. He's nervous. He don't want to do this.
It's weird.
Okay, well, I'll keep you posted.
It's nice speaking to you, man.
Bye.
So, good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck.
This is gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah.
I guess I'll call Nick. Oh my god.
Like TanaCon, for instance, with you felt such remorse. You were like, oh my god, people were outside, this is terrible, I feel terrible, I'm gonna find a way to reimburse people. Someone who fit this would be like, nah, whatever, fuck them. That would be their whole mentality.
Woo! Ah, man, so that was part 1 Part 2 is coming soon. I don't know when. So that was a lot. So what do you think Jake will talk about in the second part? Do you think it's going to be like, hey man, this is not who I am? But anyways, that was a long video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you tell your friends. Make sure you always come back for more. So I'm going to try my best to react to part 2. So subscribe, come back for more, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace.